Okay, we're going to fill in this table, and we're going to start with this equivalency. 1 kilogram is equal to 2.2 pounds is equal to 35.3 ounces. So let's say we can actually put a little, we can put that here. You got 1 kilogram, these are kilograms, and that's the same as 2.2 pounds, and that's the same as 35.3 ounces. So that's how you read this chart. These are equivalencies across. Now we're going to go 1 pound, and we're going to, let's see what we'll do first, right? So we'll go, I'm going to do this a little differently, right? Let me, well, no, I'll do it the same way. Actually, I could just, if you go from here to here, you can go from 2.2 to 1 by dividing by 2.2. So if you take 1 and divide it by 2.2, you'll get this. But let's just go ahead and create a proportion. I'm going to write this down, solving for this first. So we're going to solve for this. I have this relationship, solve for this. I'm going to write it down right here. Okay, so I worked out the proportion right here. 1 kilogram is the 2.2 pounds because they're equal. Equals x over 1, cross multiply and divide it. And you see I end up with 1 divided by 2.2, so this actually is 0.455. And like I said, I don't know, it's hard to see why that works the way it does here, but I could have just immediately, if I divide 2.2 by 2.2, I get 1, so I just could have just simply divided this by 2.2 and got that directly. Anyhow, there's the cross multiplication that works out for that. Now I'm going to do this one. So you can pause and write that down, but I'm going to do this one now. And my relationship is 2.2 pounds is 35.3 ounces. Okay, so there is, you could pause this and write it down, but essentially cross multiply and divide it, and we got that. Next, let's get this one here. And we shall see, right? I'm going to use, again, 2.2 pounds is the same as 35.3 ounces. I could use 1 pound is the same as 16.05 ounces, and then do x over 1. And the other thing I can do here, which is a deeper level of understanding, is that if I take 16.05, watch this. If I take 16.05 over 1, and I multiply it by 1 divided by 16.05, which is the same as dividing it by 16.05, right? I'm going to get 1. So really all I have to do here is divide this by 16.05. So the answer is going to be 1 divided by 16.05, which is equal to 0.0623. It's hard to see how I did that, but I'm basically using the idea of equivalent fractions. If I multiply this side, the numerator, by 1 over 1605, and I multiply the denominator by 1 over 1605, I'm going to get an equivalency here. But let me do this by, I'll just put up the work, cross multiplying and dividing. And so there it is. I use this equivalency, and then I'm trying to find out x there. I cross multiply it, I divide it, and I got this. Notice how that's the same as what I got over here. When I use more of the idea of an equivalent fraction. So this number here is 0.0623. All right, so here's the last one I'm going to do. Clear this off. And so there's a bunch of things I could use. I am trying to find out this one here. There's my x. I could use this to this, this to this. Actually, if I go from here to here, I divide it by this by 2.2, and I'll tell you this right now, if I take this and divide it by 2.2, I'm going to get this. So if I take this and divide it by 2.2, I'm going to get this, which is the correct answer. Again, I'm using the idea of equivalent fractions, which isn't so apparent. But I'm going to just put up right now what I'm going to do a proportion to solve this. I'm going to use these two as my equivalency. I'm going to put it up here. So there is our setting up a proportion, cross multiplying, and dividing. Notice that's the same as this number here. Well, actually, it should be this. So I'm going to put that in here. And starting with the next video, we're going to look at this on the number line.